Thank you so much for joining this lesson. We shall be looking at number 13 in this paper. In the figure below, OCPQ is a semicircle of radius 6 centimeters with center O. CPR is a sector of the circle with center C. Then the angle POQ is a third pi radians. Just as you can see on the diagram, a third pi radians. Find the area of the shaded region. For us to find the area of the shaded region, let me first find the whole area CPQ, the whole area CPQ. So let me use the space above here for people to see the diagram well. CPQ, CPQ. This now will be comprised of triangle COP and a sector which is now POQ. Yeah, POQ like that. So we have to work out the triangle, which is having a 6 centimeters at this point. Yeah, 6 centimeters like that. Then we also find the sector, POQ. Then we add, we will have gotten the length, the whole area of CPQ. So let's begin by first converting the angle to degrees Celsius. Actually, for the sectors, we might work with pi radians because we just need to divide the area with the equivalence of degrees Celsius to 360. But for the sake of this triangle, allow me convert by saying that 2 pi radian equals to 360 degrees. What about a third pi radian? This shall be a third pi radian multiplied by 360 divided by 2 pi radian. So now this will be 360 over 6, which is 60. So the angle is 60 degrees. So now with the angle converted to 60 degrees, yeah, 60 degrees, let me now talk about this other angle because of the straight line shall be 120 degrees like this. If that is 120, then we can find area of the triangle F, A, B, the sine of theta. Remember the formula that area equals to F, A, B, sine theta. In this case, F is a constant. A and B are the two angles of a triangle. Then theta is the angle between the two sides. So when we compute this 0.5, which is half, times 6, the sine of 120, this gives us 15.59 square centimeters. Then now when we go to the sector, it shall be area of a sector is given by theta over 360 pi r squared. So we'll be having 60 out of 360 multiplied by pi. You can use 3.142. Then the radius is 6 squared times 6 again. So let me work out this value. 60 over 360 multiplied by 3.142 times 36, giving us 18.85 square centimeters. So now can we talk about area of CPQ? 15.59 plus 18.85. Let me work out the total. 10.85 plus 15.59. This takes us to 34.44. 34.44 square centimeters. So we have the whole of CPQ. CPQ, like that. So now for us to get the area of the shaded part, we are supposed to shaded part, which is, let me name the shaded part actually. The shaded area, which is PRQ. This area will be given by the whole CPQ minus the sector CPR. Yeah, CPR is a sector. CPR is a sector like that. So now we're going to compute that very quickly. CPR should be evaluated with a lot of keenness, knowing that some of the angles are very critical to identify. Let me show you. Let me show you how we're going to work out this. We need first to bisect here. That's a right angle. Then this is 120, so we get 60 at this point, and also 60 at this point, meaning that automatically we shall have 30 at that point. Yeah, 30 at that point. So let's use, first of all, some trigonometry for us to get the radius of the sector, CPR. We use trigonometry. If I let this one to be point X, then we can consider triangle COX, whereby for me to get CX, I can consider the angle 30 and say that the cosine of 30 degrees is given by the adjacent length, which is CX, unknown, out of hypotenuse 6. So for me to get CX, then I need to multiply 6 by the cosine of 30. Yeah, 6 cos 30. So let me compute that. 6 cos 30. This gives us 5.196 centimeters like that. Then with this, we can now get the radius of sector CPR. So radius shall be 2 multiplied by 5.196. When we multiply this by 2, I'm getting 10.39 centimeters. So the whole of this length now, CP or CR, is 10.39 centimeters. So that is what we shall use as our radius. So for me to get sector CPR, I need the angle at the center of that sector. The center is C. So the angle at C is 30 over 360 multiplied by pi radius. Then I square the radius. So let me compute this one now. 30 over 360 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by 10.39 squared. This gives us 28.27. 28.27 square centimeters. So we got the area now of that sector. So now we can get the shaded PRQ, this part now, which requires the whole of CPQ. We already got that as 34.44. And now we subtract the sector CPR, 28.27. Let me compute that. 34.44 minus 28.27. This gives us 6.17 square centimeters. So that is the area of the shaded part in the figure above. Our consultation line is already on the board. And as we wind up, I would like to remind you of our program here for the holiday. So for the December holiday and November, we have the one-term ahead program on Shifting Grades Online School. This one will be happening via the Google Meet. Google Meet is a very interactive forum whereby we'll be covering term one work of 2026. Our target groups are the junior school and the senior school. The consultation line, so that you may know about our programs more, is already attached on the screen. 070415 3366. Thank you so much for following. Remember to reach our more lessons on our YouTube channel, Shifting Grades Online School, the home of academics. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Nyausi, how can I help?